Hey, what's up guys, it's LDJ here and welcome back to the Severn Vale United career mode. Make sure to slide tackle that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe to join the board of directors. You can also join my Discord server to chat with me, suggest things for the series, and get the inside scoop on all things Severn Vale United. Now, with that out of the way, let's get into the episode. Welcome back to the Cavalier Chronicle, your trusted source for all things Severn Vale United. The vibes are shifting at Royalist Park. After a dream start to life in English football, the Cavaliers are crashing back down to earth. Our league form is slipping, confidence is wavering, and the defense, it's on its last legs. The promotion spots grow farther and farther away as the team fails to pick up points on numerous occasions. The team's defensive errors are piling up like unread scouting reports. The fans are asking the big question: is the dream of promotion unraveling? Meanwhile, the January transfer window looms on the horizon, and the Cavalier boardroom is under immense pressure. Reinforcements at the back are desperately needed, but the club doesn't have any money. Drastic measures may need to be taken in order to raise funds to sign new defenders. That's going to be all from me today. I'm Teddy Kingsley, and this is the Cavalier Chronicle. Last episode, we had a lot of highs and a lot of lows. In October, we had a pretty good month, only losing one game and drawing two, and we had a big win at the end of the month against Fulham in the Carabao Cup. But in November, we've had a rough go at things as we have not won a game. But our first game of this episode is going to be against Notts County in the FA Cup, kicking off our FA Cup campaign, and we have the opportunity to turn things around. But looking ahead to December, we have a ton of games. We got Norwich in the Carabao Cup, and considering we played Villa and Fulham already, this is probably the most ideal matchup we could have asked for. But I kind of want to put more emphasis on our league form as we are currently in 12th place and we are out of the playoff promotion spots. We've got a ton of league games in here. Stoke City's in League 1, that's crazy. We got a couple cup games in here. Really gonna have to see if this squad can rise to the challenge. We may even have to promote some youth players to cope with this crazy schedule. We're a month away from the January transfer window opening, and I'm not quite sure if we're gonna even be able to make any signings as our current budget is crazy low. I don't even think that's enough to sign anybody. So I may have to change my own academy rule and bump that up to 5 slots instead of 3, as our squad is really small. I think we're going to be able to promote 5 youth academy players instead of just the 3. Once we get like normal squad depth and like once we're in the championship and Premier League and we have a lot of players out on loan and stuff, then I'll drop it to like 3 players a season. But we need all the bodies that we can get. And because of that, I'm going to go ahead and promote a player ahead of our match against Notts County and hopefully give out a debut. We have plenty of great candidates in our youth academy as it stands. We've got Segura, who looks like a great goalkeeper, and we've also got Paco Garcia, both of whom we found in Uruguay. They both look great. It looks like Felix has the higher upside, but Paco looks just as good. We still got Max James, who's steadily growing in overall. He may get promoted. We've got Douglas Court, who's steadily growing and growing. We got Janine, who can provide depth at right back. We got Billy Glover, who's knocking on the door, 17 years old, 64 rated. Jensen Woolley's still getting better and better, not quite old enough to get promoted yet. We got Jacob Stacy, center attack midfielder, one of the newer players. We got Tomoya Sakubara, our Japanese player, the only player left from Japan, by the way, and I have big plans for this kid. He might be the one I promote. But considering Azaria Kacha is already upset about the amount of minutes he's playing, I may not do that just yet. Or we may just promote Sakubara to play right wing and have him compete with Duffy and Phillips. And we've also got Rory Watson and Benjamin Tardew. But I do want to go ahead and promote one of these guys. I'm going to narrow it down to my top 4, and then I'm going to play one of the youth academy games. And this is the lineup that I have chosen for this game in the youth tournament. I'm really using these youth tournament games to see which fringe players in the academy might have a chance at jumping up into the first team. Glover and James are pretty much nailed on, and I also liked the look of Segura in the last game we played, but it's these other players that I want to test out in this game. Sakubara is the one that I'm leaning towards, as I've now given us 2 extra youth player slots. We can now promote 4 youth academy players to the first team in this season. We've only promoted 1 so far with Kirk Ferguson, so we still have 4 slots left. And if all of these players perform, who knows, maybe all 4 of them get into the squad. But I've been doing too much yapping. Let's get into the youth tournament and let's go. Hopefully they can show me what they're made of. And Stacey picks up the loose ball. He finds Watson. Can Watson finish? And Watson can finish. Okay, we don't really need a striker at the moment, but it wouldn't hurt to have a third string striker. We've got plenty of players who can play striker though. I feel like it's really defense and midfield where we're a little thin. I think I was getting our names mixed up. And Stacey with a banger. Top bins. What a finish from Stacey. I think I was calling the other guy Watson Stacey, but the striker is Watson. The cam is Stacey, right? And we win that game 8-0. Rory Watson with a 10 match rating. Everyone played great. Jacob Stacey with a 9.8. It says Sakubara got an 8.8, but I wasn't convinced. I was not convinced. 3 assists for Jacob Stacey though. Yeah, it's going to be Stacey and Rory Watson who are going to get promoted to the first team. Oh, he's too young. We can't even promote Watson if I wanted to. I think we're just going to leave it at Stacey for the time being. If we need a winger, I'll come back for Sakubara, but at the moment, it's just going to be Jacob Stacey who's getting promoted to the first team. Now, let's get into our game against Notts County. And this is the squad that we're going to be running against Notts County. Unfortunately, Jacob Stacey does not get the start, but he is on the bench, so he may see some minutes in this game. I'm just hoping that we can win our first game in the FA Cup. My recording software failed during the sim, but we did win that game 2-1. And since we won a cup game, that means we get to pull a number for a new scenario for the episode. And since we've got a ton of games coming up, I'm praying that it'll be a good scenario. I've got the random number generator, and now it's time for us to draw our number for the random scenario. And our number is going to be number 12. If you guys want to see the full list of all the scenarios, you can check out the spreadsheet via the link in the description. I will have all 30 of the scenarios somewhere in the spreadsheet for the save. Number 12 is one of the neutral / choice-based events, and it's international duty drama. One international comes back injured, another impresses. Boost one, bench the other. Interesting. So the last 2 players to get called up on international duty were Kevin Yevas and Luis Adame. Kevin Yevas is going to be 1, Luis Adame is going to be 2. I'm going to put those numbers into the random number generator, and whichever one we land on is the player who's going to get boosted by 1 overall, and whichever player we don't land on is benched for the next game and sees a decrease of 1 overall because of an injury. So as you guys can see, the number generator is only from 1 to 2. I really don't have a preference either way. We did just promote Jacob Stacey, so that would be cool for him to step in while Luis Adame is out injured for a game. But let's just go ahead and see what number we got. And it landed on 2. That means Luis Adame is going to see a +1 to his overall. And unfortunately, that means Kevin Yevas is going to see a -1 to his overall, and he's going to be benched for the next game. Gonna go ahead and apply those boosts and decreases, and then we're going to get into our round of simmed games. So I have successfully went ahead and given Kevin Yevas a pulled calf injury. He's gonna be fit in the next 7 days, and he saw a decrease of his overall from 66 to 65. Not quite sure why it says +1, but Luca is back. Luca was actually supposed to be back last episode. I completely forgot that I didn't put the right amount of months on his injury. He was going to be injured for 11 months if I left it the way I put it, but he was only supposed to be out for 4 to 6 weeks. So let's just say that he had a slight injury setback, but he is back to start, which is perfect because Kevin Yevas is now out, but we do have our traditional starting center back pairing of Luca and Ben Lindsay, and we got Ethan Lucas around to step in when needed. I also went ahead and added the +1 to Luis Adame. He is now a 68 overall. He's got showing great potential. He's on his way to be world class. He did go ahead and get us the first goal in the FA Cup game, so I'm hoping for a big episode for him. We do still have 1 player on the injured list. Not even sure what injury he had. It was a broken toe. He submitted in a transfer request. He does this every season. He is not going anywhere. He's going to be fit in 4 days, so he should be coming back soon. We're going to need absolutely everyone if we want to keep climbing up the table. with that all said and done, let's jump into our first simmed games of the episode, starting off against Stoke City. And this is how we are going to line up against Stoke City. And we do pick up a 2-2 draw. We just cannot seem to keep clean sheets this season. Duffy and Morgan go ahead and pick up the 2 goals. We need to take a hard look at that defense. Van Dijk is also not having a good season. He got off to a great start, but he hasn't really picked up a goal or an assist in a while in the league. Really don't know what's up with him. I think he's gonna have to get dropped for the next couple of games. And next up, we've got Colchester in the BSM trophy. I'm gonna go ahead and sim this as well, as we are 5 points ahead of the next best team in our group. And this is how we are going to line up against Colchester. And we do pick up a 2-1 win with Sean and Phillips picking up the goals. Yeah, Sean is just gonna be that guy. Benji, you are the backup striker right now. You're gonna have to do a lot to steal that position from Sean because he is killing it at the moment. And Phillips picks up a goal as well. Nice to see that from Phillips. And our last sim game of this portion of the episode is going to come against Bolton. And I'm going to be playing a heavily rotated squad in this game because we have a game in the Carabao Cup against Norwich coming up very, very soon. And I want to play our strongest 11 as we have a very good chance of reaching the deeper stages of that cup. I'm just hoping our second string team will be able to get us the 3 points against Bolton here. And we get destroyed. Maybe that was the wrong decision. 4-1 at home as well, man. Collins with a hat trick on that side. That's crazy. So who performed the worst? Dario, Luca didn't have a good game. Kevin Yevas, Miles. This is why we don't play Miles. Van Dijk didn't have a good game. Phillips. Oh man, that's not a good omen for this Norwich game. And this is how we're going to line up against Norwich. We are running with our strongest 11 here, aside from Dario Campos, who gets to retain his spot as our cup goalkeeper, especially after his heroics in that penalty shootout against Aston Villa. I think we have a great chance to progress here in the Carabao Cup. Up the Cavaliers. Let's go Severn Vale. And we are here at Carrow Road. Not too familiar with this Norwich team, if I'm being honest. I think they're in the championship. I really thought Benji Van Dijk was gonna be the guy for us, man. He sold me a dream, but I'm more than happy that Sean has stepped up this season. We are missing Ronald a lot, I can tell. Akacha. See if he can do. Finds Morgan on the edge of the box. Ooh, off his weak foot. Not quite sure why he chose to shoot that one with his left, and he shanks it a bit, but still not terribly far away from the net. Oh, what a ball. Oh, they're behind our defense. My center backs aren't even moving. It's literally just Jones back here. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. What great defending from Jones III. Kevin Yevas looked like he had CTE. He wasn't even moving. I don't know where Lindsay was at. Our defense is wide open this game. I don't know what's going on. Yes, Lindsay. Lindsay's been immense this season as well. Unfortunately, the rest of the defense can't really say the same. All right, so far, we're not dominating them like we did against Fulham. Good interception, Luis. He's that +1 to his overall is coming into play now. That's us. Uh-oh. Oh, Dario, we got beat at the near post. And we go down 1-0 against Norwich. Oh, I feel like Dario should be doing better there. You know, I put my faith in him. He's had some great games for us in the cup. But that one's inexcusable. It's too slow, and he gets beat at the near post. I think he should be doing better. Don't know how to say that guy's name. Not even gonna attempt it. And we go down. First time we've been down in the Carabao Cup, by the way. Oh, and they almost score another one. They have the rebound, and they fortunately miss it. They hit the crossbar. All right, boys, time to wake up. We might go out the Carabao Cup if we keep playing like this. This Norwich team is playing dirty. It's opening up for Luis. Ref, that's another foul. Come on, Morgan. That's horrible. How do I get them in the air? I really don't know how to take free kicks in this game. Oh, Jones absolutely loses his man. Kevin's having to come across. Oh, no. And they go up 2-0. This might be the end of the line for us. I don't know what's up with our back line this game. They're all over the place. And this is this dude. I don't know how to say his name, bro. This is his second goal of the game. Nothing Adario can do about that one. All right, lads. You know, we've had a good run in the Carabao Cup, but I didn't want it to end like this. Let's try and get a goal before the half's over. Inject some life into this team. Kacha. Sean. And Sean brings us back. Sean is the only person I've been able to rely on this season. What a goal. Way to strike back immediately. What a response. Adam Morgan finds Sean. Sean breaks his defender down and hits a curler. Hits a curler into the side of the net. When we needed him, he stepped up, man. Sean has always been clutch. And so far, he might be front runner for Clutch Player of the Year again. Two years in a row. Big clubs are going to come calling for him soon. He is one of our untouchables. And we make it to halftime, only 1 goal down. Sean pulling us one back right on the stroke of halftime. We're not out of this game yet. We just need to tighten up back there on defense. I don't know what's going on back there. I might have to make a sub. Yeah, Ferguson's going to play left side center back. And that's how we're going to start the second half. Ferguson is playing left sided center back alongside Ben Lindsay. Come on, Phillips. Phillips, you're supposed to be our best attacker. He's not had a great season. Jones. Oh, referee. Oh, no. Lindsay. Come on, Ferguson. Good block, Ferguson. I love this kid. I love this kid, man. Ferguson is him. Let's get this ball out of the box. Let's get... Oh, no, he's wide open. And that guy scored a hat trick, man. I don't even know how to say his name. Oh, man, we were doing so well. We were fighting back. We just couldn't win the ball in here. Luke Cox loses his man, and he finds the back of the net. We're not out of this game yet, but we got a mountain to climb now. Come on, Phillips. Oh, he finds Morgan. Oh, and Morgan's touch isn't tight enough. Into Luke. Find Shaw. Oh, man. It's all falling apart. Good job, Morgan. Morgan's locked in. So many interceptions he's gotten. Let's win that, Jones. Good job. Find Sean. Come on, Jackson. Get us back in the game, Jackson. What a save. This game is getting farther and farther away from us. We're going to bring on Jack Stacey. Morgan's knackered. It does look like our Carabao Cup game is... Our Carabao Cup run's going to end here, though, unfortunately. Good job, Stacey. Here we go. Jackson on the ball. Can someone make a run? Find Max. Can you find Sean? Oh my god, bro. Nothing's coming off. Come on, Jackson. Jackson, man. That was the chance. And we lose to Norwich City in the Carabao Cup. Our Cinderella Cup run ends to an Ante Kernak. I think that's how you say it. Hat trick. He gamed us. Absolutely dismantled us, man. Yeah, our defense is struggling. I may have to promote one of those center backs in defense. I didn't even look at the performance. After what happened in that game, we don't even need to look. Horrible game. Horrible, horrible, horrible game. And to make matters worse, we've got a game against Cardiff City, who are in first place. We're in 13th, man. We're 10 points out. -2 goal difference. We might have to spend another season in League One at this rate. It's not looking good for us. It's not looking good for us at all. I didn't even realize this until just now, but we made it to the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup before getting knocked out by Norwich City, which was unfortunate. We didn't play great that game. Previously, I had been drawing a card from the scenario deck every time we won or played a cup game, but this time I'm going to put a little bit of a twist on it considering we lost, and I didn't like the way that we played that episode. I think the boys deserve a bit of a punishment. This time when we pull from the deck, I have taken out all of the positive scenarios and only left the neutral and negative scenarios. So the scenario we pull will most likely be a neutral or negative event. I've switched from the random number generator and I'm now using a wheel because it's just a lot better. I don't know why I wasn't using this the entire time, but yeah, we got a nice brand new wheel and I have all the numbers here. Gonna go ahead and shuffle them. I've got all the numbers here from 9 to 30, removing all 8 of the positive events. Gonna go ahead and spin the wheel and see what we land on for our second scenario of the episode. And we have landed on number 17. It's the first of the negative events, and you guys are not gonna believe which one we just landed on. Number 17 is Late Night Scandal. One of your starters is seen at a nightclub before a match. Bench for 1 to 2 games. That is crazy. I don't know which one of our players decided to go to a nightclub after the Norwich loss. They should have been in the training ground, and I guess they went to the nightclub, they had a grand old time, and well, they're gonna face the repercussions of their actions. So now I've got our wheels set up from 1 through 11, considering we have to pick a starter, and whichever number we land on is going to be the position of the player who got caught going to a nightclub ahead of our next match. And they're going to be dropped for the next 2 games, and they're gonna have to train with the under 21s before returning after 2 matches. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel and see who got caught going to the nightclub. And we landed on number 5, which I believe is one of the center backs. One of our center backs got injured, and now one of them got caught going to the nightclub. And this one of you guys should be the last one going to the damn nightclub. And I know it says Luca is number 5, but considering he just came back from injury and he hasn't really played that many games, it's not going to be him because it just doesn't make sense. He's not a starter because he hasn't started the last couple of games. In fact, I think he's only played 6 games in the league this season. It's not going to be Ben Lindsay either because he's our captain. It's going to be Ethan Lucas, the young 18-year-old who has snagged the starting center back position after Luca got injured. He's stolen Kevin's spot as Kevin is kind of falling down the pecking order, and Ethan Lucas is going to be dropped for the next 2 games. He's going to have to sit and reflect on what he did. Probably shouldn't be going out to the nightclub. You know, he's a young lad. He's going to learn from this though. He's going to learn from this. But Ethan Lucas is going to get dropped for our next 2 games, which are going to be against Cardiff City, who's in first place, and Charlton Athletic. And this is how we are going to line up against Cardiff City. Hopefully the boys can get a result. And unfortunately, we do fall short against top of the table Cardiff City away from home in a 3-2 loss. Duffy and Ferguson pick up the goals. Kirk Ferguson with his first goal for the club, but with this rotated side against the best team in the league, I didn't think we were gonna pull out a win, and we didn't. Yeah, let's just move on to the next game. And this is how we line up against Charlton Athletic. I'm hoping for a bounce back win at home here. And we do get the win with Morgan and Phillips picking up the goals. Our next game is going to be against Leyton Orient, who are currently in 24th place. We are in 15th, so we're about mid-table, just above the relegation zone, and we're playing the worst team in the league. And I'm actually going to go ahead and play this one because we need all the points we can get, and I think this is a game that we can win. I also want to get the boys' confidence levels up, so I'm going to try and score as many goals as possible because goal difference may matter in our chase for those promotion spots. And this is how we are going to line up against Leyton Orient. Up the Cavaliers. Let's go Severn Vale. Really need this win here. We are kind of struggling in the league, falling farther and farther down the table than I would like. Promotion does not look like it's going to be on the cards, but we still have half the season to go. Anything can happen. Luke Cox finds Reynolds, finds Sean, and Sean gets an early goal. Just relentless pressure at the front early on, and Sean puts us ahead. And Sean with the first time finish with his left foot. Just a good goal. Oh no, they're through. Enrique walked out the goal again. I don't know if he's betting on these games or what, but he's got to get investigated. It's a like he might score anyways, but he's not even in the goal. What am I supposed to do about that? Phillips. Take care of it, Jones. Good job. Swing it into Reynolds. Jackson Wagner. Can you find a ball? Sean? What a cross, Luke. What a cross. That's our first goal off a cross this season, I think. And Sean with an absolute bullet header on the back stick. What a great ball from Luke Cox. I've been saying it all season. He's a really good crosser of the ball. Sean into Luis. Wow, what a goal. Oh, Sean's going for a hat trick. And he gets his hat trick. That's his first of the season, I'm pretty sure. Sean Meyer is low-key a front runner for player of the season already. He's filling Ronald's shoes as our marquee man, our star player. Find Benji. Back to him. He finds Benji. Can Benji finish? And he can! Great play from Phillips to find him. And he doesn't miss those. And we absolutely demolished this team. They are the worst team in the league. This result was to be expected. And hopefully we can go on a run in the league now. Sean Meyer with a 10.0 match rating. 3 goals, 1 assist. Benji Van Dijk, 1 goal off the bench. Thomas Reynolds with an assist. Luke Cox with an assist. An absolute peach of a ball from our left back. Ben Lindsay with an 8.1. 70 rated as well, the first 70 overall in our squad. It's only fitting that our captain is now our best player. And after that game, the media is highlighting Sean's season so far. He's had 15 goal involvements in 16 matches, 9 goals, 6 assists. His average match rating is a 7.3. He's having a hell of a season this year. Now, we've got 2 upcoming games in the league now against Wigan Athletic and Reading. But after that, we've got a game in the FA Cup against Man City. Man City always draws the lower league teams in the FA Cup. Like, I don't get it. And then after that, we got a game in the BSM Trophy against Oxford United. I'm going to sim these next 2 games against Wigan and Reading, and we're going to play Man City in the FA Cup. Probably going to get destroyed, but hey, we beat Villa and Fulham this season, so you never know. That win over Leyton Orient saw us jump into 13th place from 15th, so if we keep racking up the wins, we can continue to climb up this table. And this is how we line up against Wigan Athletic. And we get demolished. 5-0 at home. I'm actually speechless. I don't even know what to say about that. Well, let's just move on to the next game. 5-0. I can't. That's crazy. And this is how we are going to line up against Reading. I'm praying that we can get a win in the sim because this season, the quick sim has not been kind to us. And we pick up another loss. We just can't get a win in the sim. Absolutely crazy, man. And with those 2 games over, we are now in January. It's January 4th, and we already have a couple of offers for our players. Let's see what they are. Oh, looks like people want to buy Van Dijk. You know what? I can't let that. Yeah, no. We're rejecting that one for Van Dijk. Reynolds, it doesn't look, that looks like a low ball offer. We can reject that. And there's one for Luca. Interesting. Ooh, this one's on the upper end from, what is that, Toulouse? Based on my own rules, we have to negotiate this. I don't want to let Luca go. Oh, that's gonna suck. I'm gonna ask for 2.2 and a sell-on clause because he's a baller, man. Give me 5%. That's a huge gap. Okay, guys, come on. I didn't think that was a crazy. I only went up 200,000 and 5%. That's crazy. Well, Luca's staying for the time being. We got a couple players up for contracts. We don't have the money to offer anybody a contract right now, I think. We're so broke. I'm gonna sort out the contract stuff, and then we're going to get into our game against Manchester City in the FA Cup. And this is how we are going to line up against Manchester City. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. 5 at the back? Yes, we're running 5 at the back against this team because I want to try and beat Manchester City or at least take them to penalties. And I think this is the best formation that we can run out to get the result that we want. Hoping this doesn't backfire, and I'm hoping that we can defend for 90 minutes and take Manchester City to penalties. Up to Cavaliers. Let's go Severn Vale. I don't want to play 5 at the back, man. The team is already struggling to defend, and we're playing one of the best teams in the world. I'm just hoping for the best, man. I'm just hoping we don't get blown out. Phil Foden into Zaire Emery. And our defense is already super spread open, and he hits the top corner. My center backs are nowhere to be found, and we go down early against Man City. It's about to be a long, long day. Somehow that doesn't end up as a second goal. Oh, and Enrique's just messed up. Get up, Enrique. Enrique tries to play quickly, but Omar Marmoush's shot falls to Phil Foden, and he does the rest. That's poor from my goalkeeper, man. And we go down 2-0. Good job, Lindsay. We're defending better now. It only took us getting scored on twice for that to happen. I know it's Man City, lads, but come on, have some pride. Kirk Ferguson. Oh, how's that ball getting through? Good tackle. And he keeps it in when that... We need runners. We need to run. Sean. Come on, Benji. Benji. And Benji pulls one back. Hasn't been scoring too much as of late, but that's a big one. Plenty of teams are trying to pry him away from Royalist Park right now, but he said no. He wants to stay and fight for his spot. And we're only down by 1 now. Come on. Oh my God. We can counter now. Find inside. We got Luis. Reynolds. Sean. Reynolds. We have leveled against Man City. Sean tries to finish. Good save from Ederson. And Reynolds finds the open net. Big game player. Reynolds is a big game player. You know, the boys didn't give up after going 2-0 down against the best team in the world. We kept fighting. And we're equal. 2-2. Going into the halftime, it's a brand new game. Excellent half from the boys, man. Way to fight back. And we're going to bring Cavalier on for that left center back spot. He's going to take the captain's armband. And that's how we're going to start the second half. Cavalier steps in for Ben Lindsay. And we're going to hope to win this second half. Pep Guardiola is bringing on Frankie de Jong. That guy costs more than our entire freaking squad. And Vardiol's coming on as well. They're changing formation. Hey, Pep's scared. Pep is scared of us. He's brought a defender on when they need a goal. Make that run. Benji's offside again. Oh, he's not, but he misses. Benji wants it. He wants it this game. Him and Sean's connection this game has been brilliant. We may have to go back to that 2-striker formation. Yeah, everyone's playing great right now. 7s all across the board. And no matter what happens this game, man, that first half is going to live on forever. Come on, Lucas. You got him. You got him. It's just Omar Marmoush. It's just Omar Marmoush. Good save, Enrique. I think I need to make an attacking sub. I think I need to get Phillips on. Oh, man, I'm shaking. My hands are sweating. What the hell? Waiting for Jones to make the run. Referee, that's a red card. It's got to be a red card. It's got to be a red card. Oh, it's a yellow. Referee. Just because it's Rodri, man. Sean's shot gets blocked, but we do get a corner. And we got Luka in there. That's who I'm aiming at. Oh, but Lucas gets in front. And he can't direct it towards goal. We have chances, man. We played so much better defensively this half. Come on, Jones. Way to watch that, Jones. Jones had a great game. Is he on? Enrique, you can't be serious. He completely dived the wrong way. I hate Omar Marmoush, bro. I hate him. He goes near post. Where is Enrique going? Oh, he sells us, man. He sells us. We've got 10 minutes to get an equalizer here. Yo, Pep Guardiola. Just wait till we get to the Prem, man. Just wait till we get to the Prem. And this guy finds the back of the net again. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. And Man City are going to beat us in the FA Cup. We gave them a game, man. I don't care. Enrique really sold us this game, though. 2 mistakes that resulted in 2 goals. We can get a consolation here through Benji, though. Sean, out your feet. And Sean picks up a 3rd. I think it's too late to do anything else, though. What a goal. If Enrique just doesn't fuck up on those 2 mistakes, we beat City. Everyone played so good except our goalkeeper. I hate Marmoush, bro. 13 shots. He had 13 shots this game. What are we doing? 9 for Sean. Benji Van Dijk, probably his best game for us. I think everyone played great except for Enrique. 5.9, man. That's a tough one to lose like that, man. A very, very tough one to lose. But we go again. And unfortunately, our loss to Manchester City in the FA Cup sees us bow out of the tournament pretty early on. Last year, we made it pretty far in the FA Cup before eventually falling short against Liverpool. We almost beat them, like we were so close. I think once we get to the Premier League and we keep building up our squad and we keep building up our academy, we're going to be in great shape. But until then, we have to just keep working. As for the BSM trophy, we are still in the competition and our next game is against Oxford United. And as I'm sure you guys are well aware, we got knocked out of the Carabao Cup in the quarterfinal by Norwich, who are now playing Liverpool in the semi-final. But I did want to give you guys an update on our league position because we're not doing too great. We are in 16th place with 31 points. We've won 8 games, drawn 7, lost 10. goal difference is -5. We are really struggling defensively this season. We can score all the goals we want. We scored 41 goals, but 46 goals allowed. Even the worst team in the league hasn't conceded as many as us. We're gonna have to shore up that defense. We have 31 points, and then that means we are about 11 points away from a promotion playoff spot. We have a lot of ground to make up if we want to even try to get promoted this season. We have half the season left. It's possible we can do it, but I don't know, man. It's going to be tough. But those are going to be all the games for this episode. So let's go ahead and get into the end of the episode stats. And this is how we got on this episode. Now, I want to preface, some of the stat tracking for this episode wasn't the greatest, as I didn't record any stats from the Norwich game, and the quick sim doesn't tell you who picks up assists, but these are our stats for this episode. Sean Meyer picked up 7 goals, Adam Morgan picked up 3 assists, we had no clean sheets this episode, and Sean Meyer had the highest average match rating with a 7.6. That is going to be where I end this episode off though. We are in a horrendous bit of form still. We won 3 games in December, lost all the other ones except against Stoke City. Some pretty bad losses in there, most notably the one against Wigan, but we still have half of January to turn things around. And looking ahead to February, a shortened month, only 4 games. If we can beat Oxford in the BSM trophy, we'll have a pretty good shot at winning another piece of silverware this season. Hopefully we can get our season back on track. At the time of recording this, I just hit 200 subscribers, and I just want to give a big thank you to everyone who's been watching the videos, commenting, voting on the polls, and all of that good stuff. I really appreciate the support, and I can't wait to see what heights we can get to for the rest of 2025. And if there's anything you guys want to see specifically on this channel, be sure to let me know in the comments, and I will definitely consider it, as I want to kind of branch off into other content that's still sports related, still sports game related, but maybe not just EAFC. But we still got a lot of time to think about that, and we still have plenty of episodes to get through in this series. I've been LDJ, this is the Severn Vale United Career Mode, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.